Hello, welcome back to another Dams TV. Day 7 on the job, the extension in Lim. So we're going to crack on and see what we can get done today. The brickies built this wall up for us. If you remember, there was a bit of an issue, but he sorted it so we can crack on. He's going to put a batten on that wall and we can carry on boarding the ceiling. We can dab the walls. So we're going to finish the boarding off first, soundproof these walls with a bit of insulation, carry on boarding everything, then we're going to start dabbing. Let's see how far we get. So we're just boarding. A little tip for you, and it might be a bit dark. So you'd never get a full board in here, it's too tight, you'd never get it in. I managed to get that in. Shocking light. So I've not even measured it, I've just cut that, a random measurement, so I can get it in. This is the other half of it. So you can get it in nice and easy. Right, that's day 7 of the job. I'm waiting for a batten to go on the wall there. The joiner has to put a batten on the wall here, and then it'll catch my board coming through. But that's happening tomorrow, and then I'm going to dab this wall, dab that wall. That wall's all dabbed. Coming through it into the back half of the extension, I've cut that wall, already cut to go on. That needs dabbing. I've got my reveals dabbed on, so that's half the battle. I'm going to dab these tomorrow. Well, this is day 8. Day 8 of the extension in Lim. Again, I'll just flip you around. Still waiting for the joiner to put that on. They need to go. We can't put them in the skip. They need to go outside. There's stuff in the way. There's ladders. There's levels. There's different other trades tools, block work. There's everything's in my way. So I've come up with a bit of a master stroke. Well, I think it's a master stroke. Look, this is in my way. Still saws, bits of stuff, insulation. There's no way we could dab this. A board that we need to save to go on somewhere. Liam's just mixing up. So I'm going to skim this room. I'm going to completely skim this room in one go now. I know it's not very big, it's just a bit tight, but it means that all the crap, all the stuff can go in that room, and then this afternoon we'll do some dabbing. So I'll bring you back on when I've skimmed that room. I'll bring you back and show you, and then we'll fill it with crap, and then we'll do some dabbing. Sometimes you've just got to lash it on and don't worry about it. I'll get my speed skim. Listen, throw the speed skims away, they're a waste of time. Can't get it flat with a trowel, you can't get it flat. Flipping speed skims. What they're trying to do with the speed skim is take the skill out of the job. That's what they're doing. So you can be rough as out, lash it on, and then somehow you think you're going to run over it with this speed skim, which is too flexible in my opinion. And it's crap. You leave loads of holes behind. Yeah, they do. You leave too many holes. You're never going to get a flat ceiling. That's why a trowel is the size it is. Right. Liam's just putting the last bit on, he's laying in, so it's all been put on and laid in, so that's 2. It's still a bit wet, see, to the touch. Put some light on the situation. This is the first trowel. It's too bad, that, isn't it? Bit ropey there. And that angle needs a bit of attention next time round. That angle wants some, but it's hard to get some in if I'm honest. hard to get round there, but it is only a cloakroom. I know I shouldn't really be saying that, but it is really a cloakroom. But you see how flat that is. So that's had the first flatten. So I'm going to flatten it again in a minute. Neaten everything up again. And it can be almost like a flattened butter trowel. Right, it's had 3 passes now. It's been on, laid down, troweled up. Oh, and a flattener, so it's had 4. All the angles have been brushed. I'm just going to hit it again now with another pass. So that'll be number 5. Right, here we go, a guide to trowels. Putting on, polishing, should say flattening, troweling, polishing, these 2. So I always put on with this, it's pre-broken, like I mentioned. I put on with it, I second coat with it, I give it the first trowel with it, so that's 3 passes. Then you move on to this one. Sometimes I move on to this one, sometimes I carry on with that one, depends how flat it is. Then we give it one with this, so that's 4. And then we give it one with this, which is 5. So I must have miscounted before. I lost count. How bad's that? I'll have to review the videos and see where I'm up to. Liam's just brushing the angles now, and then it's going to get a quick one with the Nelaflex. Running off. But to be honest with you, that would, I know it shouldn't do it, it's only a cupboard, but that's probably done for me. It was a cupboard, you can leave it, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to get Liam to give it a quick one with the Nelaflex. Why I start plasticking, why I start dabbing. I'm just going to start cutting some walls. I almost forgot. I started filling it with stuff before I did the outshot. All done and dusted. Beautiful. So we're on with the dabbing. I've cut this board here. I've cut the whole wall actually. Liam's dabbing. Don't loop round. And I won't be on. So we've got a solid dab. We're going to have a solid dab all the way around. He's putting these here. So we've got a solid dab at the back here. So that's sort of the airtight. That's all solid down there and round here. This is to catch the bead. So when you're dabbing, if you wipe adhesive on there, when you put the bead on, you've got something to nail to. Liam's huffing. Just get it done. Because Liam used to get this really bad habit of putting them the other way. You'd used to, instead of going that way and wiping it on the edge, he used to put them in there, so there was a gap between the adhesive and that and the reveal, so you could never get a bead in. It was driving me up the wall. So after about 100 times, put one the original way, will you, and then I'll show them. Fucking absolute dick. See what I mean? That one's not so bad. You've actually got that quite close. But they'd be like there. So when they squashed, they'd finish there and there'd be nothing to nail to. Drive me up the wall, man. So make sure you do them that way. At the bottom for the joiner to put his skirting board, all the way around. Bushak. I must have this habit of saying Bushak, because you know him with the MU badge? The one that comments, is it Sean? Yeah. He always says Bushak. It's just what you say, isn't it? Bush hag. Watch. Bush hag. Bush hag. Oh, he's got a lovely twist action in his wrist, hasn't he? We all know why. We all know why he's got a good wrist action. Oh man. What an idiot. I'm leaving it in. I'm not bothered. Oh. Yeah. So you've cut your wall beforehand, and you've dabbed it, all solid all the way around like I've explained. Sometimes if the wall is a big flat wall with nothing on it, no sockets, no wall, no door, sorry, you can just dab it, mark it at 120 centres, mark where the edge of the balls go, dab it and then just stick them on. Measure the height and stick them on. I've done that before. It's actually quicker than cutting them up. Where there's a socket, even if there's one socket on it, so there's like 3 full boards and a cut with a socket, you can still dab it and cut the socket out while the adhesive's on. Right, so try and get the bottom as close as you can to the bottom, and then just squeeze them in. What you don't want to do is go crazy yet, knocking it on. You just want to bed it on, nice and steady. Because if you've put these on first, I always put these on first. You've squared it up, you've squared it off the casing, you've eyed it through, you've measured the margin, you know the reveal's plumb, so you've got something to work to. Then squeeze the top in. It's a bit sharp, isn't it?
Oh, so well there. It's alright. Scrim will not see that.
Always fill it in anyway. Throw a bit of bonding in it. So, ideally what you want to do is knock the top in, work to this here, work to the head of the reveal. That's pretty flat, isn't it? And knock the bottom in. It's actually catching on this one, it's a bit tight. I'm coughing better.
You're coughing better.
And then that'll create a natural bump. So you watch.
Can you see it?
Well, you can't really see it. There is a bit of a bump in
I see
it.
a touch of a gap there, but you can't
So,
really.
because I'm so good.
Them dabs are dead even, it goes dead flat, doesn't it? So,
Yeah, the dabs are perfectly all the same size.
so really it's me that's done it, not
Yeah,
you.
it's Liam that's done it, yeah. It's a good trainer, I think. Good teacher. If you had thick dabs, it would be harder to knock the top in. And even if the adhesive is different, if the adhesive's mixed too wet. Because Liam's done it in the past where it's a bit wet, like almost kind of like skimming. You could have skimmed with it. It's got to have a bit of, what the word is, a bit of bite, a bit of suction. When you knock it, it sucks it. Some technical terms coming out. Hey, and it's plumb. But because these are plumbed up, you're working to them, so you can see with it at a glance that it's pretty level. Next wall, Liam, is that one in there? Show him.
So, right, okay.
So
A bit dark in here. Graham will not be happy.
Oh, hang on. Grey. Get the grey on light.
Oh, that's bright, you know.
Oh, there you go, Graham. How's that, lad?
That's not on.
How's that for you?
That's not on.
Oh, hang on, we need a mark.
We need...
So let's pencil it. One more.
No, because I can't see that.
Can't see it.
It's too dark.
Oh.
Show them chalking a board up.
Another little tip.
Here's one.
Chalk.
Do the other side because you can see the other side.
Right, sterling like that. Push it like that. That's so Liam knows where the joints are. Not that joint. I'll kill you.
I've not done nothing.
Why have you been zooming in on my bald spot?
Would I? Would I do that?
Well, let me have a think, would you?
Yeah, probably.
Would you?
What?
I know you were doing it.
I wasn't.
Don't tell lies. Stop lying.
I'm not lying.
I looked at you and was like, oh.
I was just filming what you were doing.
Damn it.
Oh, your battery's dying, by the way.
No way.
Yeah, it is, look.
Idiot. Right, so progress is, as you saw, we've skimmed this. Everything's dabbed. This is dabbed. That's dabbed, although it's a patchwork quilt, but that's what he said, just dab around that. That's what he said do, so that's what I've done. We need this stud work to go in here, board that. That's dabbed. This board is cut for there. Then to a dab, that is another full board, so there's no point putting anything on. We still think we've got a leak here, so that's why I've not done it. Else I would have dabbed this wall. So he's got to put a button on the wall. I can dab that and dab that, which is about half an hour's work. So when we come back, we'll be skimming. Just make sure we've got everything. I think we have. Job's a good one. I know it's dark, but it's getting late. Bye bye for now.